Okay, what I was saying about the Prometheus, right? Means how exactly you are seeing in the Grafana templates, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me. Am I sharing my screen? No, right?
No, sure.
Okay. Let me know once you're straight. So if you see Grafana
Yes.
templates, see when you see these dashboards, right? All these dashboards are for particular. See, suppose this dashboard, Elasticsearch, this actually works for Elasticsearch, and this one, see, Kubernetes, and like Go metrics. This is for only matrices. So like that way, it's everything has been for that particular one. So if you take anything, any dashboard, if it is for EC2 or maybe for RDS, suppose if you see, this is for ECS. If you go for this dashboard is particularly for ECS, they mentioned it for particularly for ECS. So that way, everything whatever you have been having, whatever the template you are taking, it will be to that one. So I think you have taken the templates for maybe Prometheus ones, or maybe other things. Suppose you would have taken this Rabbit MQ overview. So it will be having those kind of things. So that way you need to figure out which one you need to take it.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Yes, Ashok.
Okay, now let me talk about on it. Okay, whatever we have discussed, we have talked about the CPU, we have talked about the RAM, we have talked about everything, right? Now,
Yes.
you remember we were talking about something called network in, network out, right?
Yes, Ashok.
So, what exactly is this networking, network out? How you gonna decide means how much network is coming, how much network is going out, how to monitor that one? We were saying that okay, CloudWatch is doing it, CloudWatch is giving us everything. So suppose in your EC2 machine you have installed MySQL, a Postgres database, a SQL database. How are you going to monitor the traffic, how exactly the network is coming out? Suppose you in this EC2, in this particular EC2 machine, you are having MySQL database, or maybe Postgres database, or maybe PSQL database, and you are seeing that there is a continuously used kind of network. How you gonna figure out? How you gonna figure out that okay, on this machine my database is there, I am getting some continuous traffic? How to monitor that one? How to check it out? Here you are seeing that okay, from the graph I'm seeing that okay, the traffic is coming, this is the traffic coming in, this is the traffic going out. But how are you gonna figure out? How are you gonna mention it? For that, you need to have a command called TCP dump. What is this TCP dump? This gives what is the network coming in and coming out of this particular EC2 machine. If you take this, see, this is a trailing one. Okay, it continuously go into infinite loop until unless we come out. See how much kind of a network it is coming up, how much network is going out. Are you able to see it? To just need mention minus t and do it. See, it will show you what are all the runnings, what are all the things in your network it is coming up. Ethernet, loop, Bluetooth monitor, NF log, NFQDBS. If you need to check.
Ashok, you are in EC2 page, right, Ashok?
Yes, in EC2 mode only.
Okay.
Minus I environment 0. If you do sudo TCP dump minus I environment 0.
Ashok, I'm not able to see that page, Ashok.
Oh,
Your page
okay.
is stuck, Ashok.
No, the page is not struck. I think I have shared not the full screen maybe. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, visible now.
So if I use sudo TCP dump If I use this is the one which we mentioned. What is the network coming in? What is the network going out? If I do, see, this is that network. It is coming out, coming on, and this is a trailing one. Means it goes on infinite loop until unless we come out of this one. If you want to check what is the kind of network it is coming, what kind of network is connects to through TCP minus P, it will show you what all the networks it is going to connect it. And to check exactly what kind of environment we are in, just a minute. It is not reading, it is not able to figure out the EMU. What is the, this is 0. Okay, where is the, just a minute guys. Sudo TCP right, it is not taking this one. Process device equals CML. Guys, TCP dump. Minus I. Hey, sorry guys, the call got disconnected. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, Ashok, now.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a minute. NVO. Just a minute, guys. Come on, be fast.
Ashok, you are in which page, Ashok?
I am not sharing the screen yet. I'm not sharing the screen yet. Let me do I'm just opening the Chrome also. Sorry, AWS Amazon account, because totally page got gone. Why this is not coming? Solo TCP dump minus I E N E N. Come on, be fast. Yeah, okay, it came up. You just okay. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, visible. Ashok.
Okay, what was I doing?
Dump. TCP dump.
To sudo TCP dump. It will shows the all the network in and out. And what was the other thing? Sudo TCP dump minus T. It shows all the things whatever you are running in your network in and outs. And this one was the time it was thing. Sudo TCP I minus I any. If you click any, it shows whatever the running, whatever the in and out. See, you are seeing in out, in out, in out. What is the traffic coming and coming out? This will be showing. This will be showing here. Control C. If you don't want, you can just minus I 0. You can do this one also. This is continuously going on. Now, if I want only some particular lines, minus C, how many lines you need? You can just mention 10. Minus C 10 means it gives the last 10 lines, of the input. If you do it, see. Now, guys, if you are able to see it, okay, IP, just wait a minute. Okay, now these are all the packets coming out, right? Just do something that it's a good view. Okay, now you guys tell me. You remember the networking, right?
Yes, Ashok. Yes.
You remember the
Most
networking, right?
important.
So in networking, there were two types of protocols. What are the protocols? There were two types of protocols. What are the protocols? Okay, TCP and UDP. You remember these things?
Yes, Ashok.
Okay, now you guys tell me by seeing this ones, which one is TCP and which one is UDP? Which one is TCP and which one is UDP?
The connection which is established is called TCP, Ashok, and connectionless UDP.
In this one, which is TCP and which is UDP?
Internal.ssh. The first one is internal.ssh is TCP,
Okay, how you are saying that this is a TCP?
and it is creating connection, Ashok. Connectionless is UDP. Uh, User datagram control.
Protocol.
Guys, see, the TCP is the incoming traffic. Incoming traffic. This is TCP. The acknowledgement, if you are getting acknowledgement, the three-way handshake, the flag sequence, the acknowledgement, that is called TCP. The incoming traffic. See, this is my IP. And if you are seeing, there is a my Airtel broadband. It is having a public IP address. It is having a public IP means I am getting incoming traffic. Okay. I think there is nothing here. Okay, let's do one thing. I wanted to connect to to have UDP also. Now, guys, tell me what is this kind of network?
UDP network. Ashok.
How you are telling this is UDP?
There is no acknowledgement there. Of only the internally. There is only internal connection. Internal domain.
UDP is a outgoing traffic. UDP is outgoing traffic where you will be having a public IP address. Means it will be connected to some public IP address. Automatically, it will be having some public IP address connected to it. So remember, guys, if someone says how you want to check the network in and out on a EC2 machine when you are working on it, if it is having some databases connected to it or something is there in it. So we need to understand how exactly we need to check out the TCP and UDP. Now, suppose if I am seeing that I want to check my lines exactly on port. Which port I want to see? I want to SSH. SSH. What is the port number of SSH? What is the port number to SSH into a machine?
80.
Come on, guys. Think very carefully. SSH port number. I think you people would have been doing from the past 1 month. You are continuously using the AWS. By
22.
default, huh?
22.
With what's the number?
22.
22, Ashok. 22.
Yes, SSH port number is 22. Now see, this many things I have ported. I'm porting using the port 22 means it is checking out what exactly the ports are going on the port 22. Now if I use port 80, it will be showing. See, this is the verbose output is telling me on port 80 what exactly is happening exactly on port 80. If I want to have on exactly, let me see on this port number 2140. Let's it come out of this one. If I want to see on this port number 21040. See, these many ports on this port exactly I am been using what exactly is going on this port. And if I have some problem, I'm seeing that particularly this ID is continuously coming, I want to check it out about what exactly I have some issues with this IP address. So what exactly I can do? Source IP address. Now it will be mentioning all the details of this, whatever is connected from this IP address, it will be giving you me all the details. This is the way we can connect, we can use anything we want to work it out. Suppose you are not able to understand what exactly is the things is going on. You can mention it to the network engineers. They will take care of what the file. If you mention them, see, from this IP it is continuously coming everything. I have some doubts, just please check and let me know. If you do this, automatically these all details will be given on the test this file name. Okay, this is taking me a little time. Let's change. Okay, so it's already there. Do ls. Now if I do this, now if I do this, automatically these things will all go into the test.pcop. Just let it come out. Come on. And if you do cat test.pcop, see, these all the letters you will not be able to understand because these will be explained by the network engineers. If you want to read this, we have to mention TCP dump -r test.pcop. Okay, this test copy is having a different. Wait a minute. Let me do something. See, with this line, you can read it out. I think I need to give all the 777 permission. This will take a lot of time. It's throwing the error. Permission denied. Why? It should be opening the file, right? Minus or test.tcp cop cat file. Okay, this is the command, guys. Actually, with this command, it opens the file what exactly we want to read. But if you are mentioning, if you are getting any network from a particular means, suppose some for the database or some EC2 instance, there is a sudden spike in your networks, sudden spike, and you think there is a brute force attack on your EC2 machine, which is having a database or something, some application has hosted on it, and you are seeing that this network is having continuously, you are seeing some spike, and you are having some doubts, then you can perform this TCP dump, and these are the commands you need to work. What are all the commands we use? One is TCP dump, and other one TCP dump minus D, TCP dump. See, if you are using Mac address or Windows, so based on that, you need to mention the things. If you see TCP sudo TCP minus D, here if you are having Ethernet, suppose if it is in Macs, it goes as environment, env. Okay, understand the difference. With this command, you will be able to understand what exactly you need to run. If you don't have any idea, you can directly do sudo TCP minus I any. It will show everything. Minus I any, it will show everything, because it will be constrained not for the Ethernet. It will be constrained for all the things, and it will be displaying it to you. Suppose minus I minus C, I will mention 10. So automatically print all the things for mine. See, this is the way we need to understand how the traffic coming, how the traffic is going, how the things are working out. Do you guys understand how exactly we have worked it out? How exactly you need to, these are the use cases in industry you need to work out. If you see there is a sudden spike, sudden something on your network, and you think that there may be some attack, and someone is trying to enter into a database using some queries, and they are trying to access the data, there will be a lot of spike, and you need to check out how exactly the things are going on. You need to understand from which source it is coming, from which IP, from which port they are trying to log in, from which port they are using. Suppose they are using the Postgres. What is the port? 5432. Obviously, you need to use the port 5432 after the minus C and everything. And if you're not able to understand, you just need to take it to a file minus W, write everything in to that file, and mention that file to a network engineer. He will be able to understand what exactly is going on. This is the way we have to understand about the monitoring. This is all about monitoring of the CloudWatch, about the networking, CPU, memory, whatever we have discussed from the past 4 to 5 days. This is all about monitoring of AWS services, how we are going to do it. Have you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? You guys are there?
Yes, Ashok.
So any questions?
This completes the CloudWatch, Ashok, entire month. So,
No, still there is a
monitoring.
little. There are other things we need to discuss. I will complete today the CloudWatch and everything. So, do you guys have any questions up to now? Whatever we have discussed.
The namespace on how to create our own, Ashok. Like you said, you would be telling us
Which one?
namespace, creating our own namespace.
See, creating our own namespace, we don't have that. We have done it, right? That's easier. See, when you are monitoring automatically, it takes a custom namespace. That actually, for I think for our general accounts, they are not giving it. I need to check out with the other person because he has a more idea than me on this monitoring thing. So I need to check out with him because for the general account, because for the organization's account, we are paying the money, so they are having the custom details they are giving. For the general, I need to check out. Let's find out once I have done. We will be doing a demo session. Means I will be trying it out. Whatever the things we have been pending from our side about the voting application also. I think for the ECS there is a pending thing for it, and in the Docker Compose also the MongoDB is also not coming to healthy condition. We will
Yes,
sit
Ashok.
one day and we will figure it out. There is no issue, but right now you need to understand how exactly the things work out. What are all the things you gonna work out? What are the things you need to work it out?
Ashok, yesterday while explaining about Grafana, there were other tools like Graphite, Prothemus. What are
Prometheus.
those, Ashok?
Those are open source tools.
They are also for visualization, just like
No,
Grafana, Ashok.
they are monitoring tools. Prometheus, Graphite, what is called in Relic. These are all
Kanban.
that's one Kibana, Elasticsearch. These are all also monitoring. Like the CloudWatch, which has been given by AWS. This totally CloudWatch is of AWS. But the Prometheus, Kibana, InRelic, Graphite, these are all open source tools. Means you can use it, but you have to configure everything from your side. Those are all as I say will be advanced things, but I don't want you to go inside. First understand the concepts of CloudWatch and everything. Once you are familiar with, means once you get a familiar, maybe once your DevOps session totally gets complete and you are familiar about the cloud, how it works out, then maybe a 1 or 2 days I can discuss about Prometheus, how exactly you can set up Prometheus setup, and we can do that. Not now. I just don't want to go into advanced mode. If I go, you will be able to, you will not be able to distinguish, and you will be always be in a confusion mode. So right now for AWS, just learn about CloudWatch. Once we are good and everything is going on, then we can go for Prometheus. I will explain the Prometheus once the total session gets complete. Not now. I just don't want to go now because you will be only able to, will not be able to understand.
Okay.
Any questions, guys?
And that is all for Grafana, Ashok. Like what you explained in yesterday's class, in the previous session.
Guys, understand the difference. Grafana is a visualization tool. If you are using Prometheus, if you are using CloudWatch, if you are using InRelic, if you are using Kibana, if you are using Graphite, anything, whatever you want to use, you can use Grafana as a visualization tool. Understand the difference. CloudWatch, Kibana, InRelic, Prometheus, these are all monitoring tools. Grafana is just a visualization tool. Whatever you are monitoring, you are not
Okay,
monitoring
got it,
here.
Ashok. Just
You
like
just,
CloudWatch, Prometheus is also like CloudWatch only monitoring tool.
yes, but it's a open source. It's free for everyone.
Okay, got it, Ashok. Got it, got it.
Okay, and there is other tool. Paid tools are also there. Nagios monitoring tool. That's one is a paid tool. It will be having its own UI. You can use that, but it's a paid one. But Prometheus is an open source one where you can use it freely. That's the way you need to understand the differences between. I'm saying Grafana is just a visualization tool. With Grafana you don't do anything. We are just using the templates of Grafana, and we are making a good UI to just go into and check it out, what are all the monitoring we are doing from the CloudWatch or maybe from Prometheus, whatever the monitoring tool you are using.
Got it, Ashok. Got it.
Now let's talk about logging. Now we talked about monitoring a lot from the past 4 days. Let's talk about logging. What exactly, how logging works out? Suppose you are having an application, means suppose you are logged into Amazon.com, uh, but you are not able to access anything Amazon.com, not able to access anything. But there is a beside a person is there, and you are seeing that the guy is able to access Amazon perfectly fine. He's not having any issue. What you gonna do?
Ashok? Ashok? Puneet?
Yeah, Yashwant, Ashok's voice is not audible.
Are you able to hear me, guys?
Now,
Abhi- yeah,
actually,
yeah, I got it. The network just went off and came back. The thing is that now you are accessing one website. You are able to not able to log in, and you are trying to log in, but it is not accepting. It is not accessible at all for you. But beside, there is another person. He's able to access that the same website with his credentials. He's doing it perfectly fine. So what you gonna do? You will raise a request, right? You will raise a request to the support team saying that I'm not able to access this website. What is happening? So how they check what is the issue? They have to go through the logs. They have to go through the logs. How they will go through the logs? How they will be finding out? Like in the coding, if you guys don't know how exactly the coding we work it out, show you something. Come on. Okay, if you see this code, so here there are 37 lines of the line, right? So suppose I'm thinking that okay, how the developers work when they found out there is a issue in the bug, there is something. So what they do is that they will do some print statements. They will keep, if it is they are using Java, they will use system.out println. So with this, they will be able to figure out what exactly, like this way, they will print out some print statements for line number 8, and they go to line number 15. Again, they print some statements. Again, they go to 24. Now, they will try to access the system. And if they see that line number 8 is getting printed, and but after that, there is no system output of line number 16. So then they will figure out that in between means here at this stage, there is a issue. There is a issue. This way they able to figure out the logs. They able to figure out the logging where exactly the issues. That way they will be telling what exactly the issue is. What exactly the issue is. So how exactly in the logging we work out, how exactly we are working it out. If you remember guys, so we have tried when we are creating ECS, in the task definition, I asked you to just check out something. If you guys remember it perfectly, just wait a minute. It's not ECS. In task definition, I asked you to just click on it, or maybe if it is if it is fine, also just keep the same thing. Let's go to the old console. That would be easy for you to understand. If you remember here, I asked you to click this one. You
lockout.
remember
Yes,
it?
yes, yes, Ashok. Yes.
So this is the logging. This is the logging. What exactly is this logging? We will be going to discuss now. So now let's take an example. Let's take that voting application only. Now guys, here you have voting application. In the voting application for the vote container, for the vote service, this is result and this is worker. That's fine. For vote service, you are running 3 containers. Okay. For vote service, you are running 3 containers. You are running 3 containers. Now, these 3 containers will have logs, right? Obviously, right? If you are running each container will be having logs. So automatically, what exactly is in vote service, automatically it will create a folder called vote, and it will be start saving the logs of all the containers, which it is having. But what it will do is that if you combine 3 container logs, that will be clumsy, right? You will not be able to figure out which container is running, which container is not running, which container is having issue. So Is it a good way? Is it a good way?
No, Ashok, no.
So what exactly the folder does that it creates three more folders. It creates in the folder, it creates three subfolders where each container will be kept to that folder. Each container will be kept to that folder. Each container will be kept to that folder. Means suppose if it is one, the first container will be going to the first folder. If it is two, it is going, the second container logs will be going to the second folder, and the third container logs will be going to the third container. Now, guys, this is the best way, right? Because here you are directly able to look out what exactly has been done of this container. If you are saying about this container, automatically doing. Now, suppose you deployed a new container, means the version has changed from V1 to V2. The version has changed from V1 to V2. Now, tell me, guys, if you still think this container logs also should go into the same folder. This container logs also should go into the same one, or it should go to a different one.
It should go to a different one, Ashok.
Yes, because that will be a easiest way. That will be so automatically we create different three new more folders where they all the new deployment starts going into this one. Will be starting going to this one. Now you don't have to do anything. The CloudWatch takes care of these things. You just need to understand how exactly things works out in CloudWatch while logging. These things you don't have to do anything. The CloudWatch will take care of these things. The vote which it we be having creating a folder is called log groups. What it is called? Log groups. These are called log groups, and the subfolders where each execution when it is coming and saving the files is called log streams. Are called log streams. Are you guys able to understand? Log group, these are all called log groups, and these are all called log streams. What exactly long stream? Long streams are the ones which contains the logs from a single source. Means one will be always having the source of container one, and if it is versionized, if it is deployed into the new version, that source will be present in the fourth folder. In fourth, that is called log stream, which contains the logs from a single source. Log group and log source. Have you guys understood?
Yes, Ashok, yes.
Now let's cancel this and go to CloudWatch. Now let's see what we are talking it about. If you see logs, see guys, log groups and log insights. If you click log groups, I don't think we will be having anything because see, automatically it is created. And what are all the things we were created? You remember these things? We have created these ones. We
Yes,
have
Ashok.
created these ones. Now, if you go inside something, means these are all the log streams. These are all the log streams. Okay, it doesn't have anything. Let's go back. See, ECS, the log streams. In this means every execution, every execution, it is giving a new log file, and this is called log events. These are all called log events. Whatever has happened in the log stream, whatever we have saved, the logs, everything are called log events. The hierarchy: log groups, log stream. This is a log stream, and these are all log events. These are all log events. Understand the differences, guys. Log group, log streams, log events. Someone asks, you need to be able to answer this question. Log groups, these are all log groups, and there is a folder. This is log streams.
Streams.
And in this, whatever has been the logs are called log events.
Events.
This is all means the automatically. And if you go to I just want to go to ECS. Where is it? And if you see in the task definition, when we have done it, what are all the names we were talking it about? See guys, AWS logs group. This is the name which we are seeing ECS task definition name. So the same way you will be having it here, ECS task definition. See, what is the task definition? Whatever we are going to give the task definition, that will be here. And what exactly after that region, what is, and the strong stream with ECS. So if you go inside of something, it will be starting with ECS. See, this is the way we actually, this is the reason why they have given the values, log group, log region, and the stream prefix. Have you guys understood about the logging?
Yes, sure.
So this is what about all logging. Now we all doing logging means we are talking about the application logging, database logging, everything logging is done. Now guys, suppose I have EC2 machine. I have EC2 machine. Now I'm giving a use case. I have EC2 machines, means I have logged in into my instances. I have logged in into my EC2 account, my AWS account. I have deleted this instance. I have directly terminated this instance. Now, if it is your organizational account, and your 5 people are using as a DevOps team, some people are using your AWS account, means a single in a DevOps team, there are 5 people and 5 people are using the AWS account. Now guys, suddenly you see someone terminates the instance. How you gonna find out? Now let me terminate this one. How you gonna find out? How you gonna find out who is terminating the instance? You are not seeing the name. No one has given anything. Just they terminated the instance. How you gonna find out? See, monitoring of the application and logging of application, database, everything is fine. But you need to see about your AWS account also, right? It is also one of the thing you need to check out. If there are some people who are using your AWS account, they are directly terminating the instance, they are creating the instance. How you gonna find out? Who terminated this instance? Maybe some critical thing has been kept in that instance. Now you guys, someone has terminated it. How you gonna find out? Is there a way we can find out that if you have terminated, means suppose a production application is going on, some developer directly came and he said you didn't has given you access it, but he has the credentials and he directly went and terminated the instance. How you gonna figure out? Who has terminated the instance?
Is it through the login details, Ashok?
It will be your login only, right? Because see, if you are using Ashok Gumanur, you will be logging with Ashok Gumanur only. That's the AWS account. Organizational account means how it will be. Suppose it's NDR Infotech @gmail.com. So that will be the same thing. The password will be the same for the same account. It will be used by all the 5 DevOps. But who will be doing it? For that reason, we have a very good service in the AWS called Cloud Trial. What exactly this Cloud Trial works out is, if you go to the event history, now see guys, it will show whatever has been done on your account. Whatever you have done, means run instances, terminate instances, reboot instances, console login. You are seeing that, right? Whatever you are done, we will be able to find out here. You just need to go and see the event record. Here, see, it has been terminated instances. Who has terminated the instance? You'll be having your mail name.
Like, is it like history, Ashok, entire thing?
Yes, entire of AWS account, of your AWS account. So for me, it's for us, it will be only saying because we are using our own single account name, so automatically it takes our name only. But if you are using organization a group account, then automatically it gives you the name, email, who is the person has deleted it. That way it
In,
comes to you.
in that code, we need to search that, Ashok.
In the event history, you need to find out in the event history. See, I've just now terminated this instance, right? I've just terminated. See, it came. What is the time? 12:30. I've just terminated at 12:30. Now it's 12:33. So who has terminated it? Username. The root means I am the person who terminated this one. This is a CloudTrail. This is about CloudTrail, which actually does everything, which actually does. If you are working everything, means the AWS account, whatever you are using, this is one of the way you will be saying who is accessing your account, who is doing the instances, who is taking on instances, who is working on it. Are you guys able to understand?
Yes, Ashok. Yes.
Now,
Terminating only such kind of history can be checked, or any other users, Ashok.
are you not able to see all the other event names?
Delete alarms.
Whatever you have done, whatever you are done on this account, whatever you do on this account, it will be kept here. And the good thing is that you can't delete these events. You can't delete these events at all. You can't delete these events at all. So if you mess up something, you will be caught from here. If we mean someone has done some mischief thing with your AWS account, you will be able to find it out here. Because if it is organizational name, if in the organizational name, obviously you will be having your own different mail IDs. So automatically, if you go to terminate instances, in the event record, they will be having their name. They will be having their name. Who has terminated this instance? Who has created this instance? Who has deleted this instance? Who has stopped this instance? Who has created a load balancer? Who has done whatever you have done? Whatever you have done, everything will be on this cloud trail. Everything is on the cloud trail, and you can't delete these events at all. You can't delete these events at all. That's the beauty of cloud trail. Have you guys understood?
Yes, Ashok.
Now, actually, I forgot one thing in the logging part. So, guys, there is a service called Lambda. What is this Lambda? I just want to mention you this. So, what is exactly this Lambda is? Lambda is also a serverless. Lambda is also a serverless.
Is it like ECS, Ashok?
Forget mode, man.
Oh, forget. Sorry.
Lambda is same as, this is also serverless protocol, but in Fargate, what we do, we actually run the containers, right? We actually give the code, we actually kept the files, means in Fargate, you are actually directly running the containers. But the Lambda, you will just upload your code. You will just upload your code. You will just upload your code, and automatically this will see, you will be having all the things here, the image name and everything. So here with this upload your code, and it runs, it will execute your application. Whatever, means you don't have to do anything. You need a container in a single go, means Lambda is not for 24/7. It will only run for 15 minutes. Means it will run the container. Once your work is done, it will delete it. It will not keep the container up. It will just run it and it will delete the container. So Lambda is free, but it is only for 15 minutes. It is only for 15 minutes. And this is a serverless one. So what exactly we are talking about is that every day you want to run, means every day you want to execute, means you want to execute a Docker container every day. So for every execution, you will be having one log stream, right? For every execution, that was the point out, right? We discussed about the log groups.
Yes, yes.
In the log streams, every day if you are executing, so the source will be providing one log stream per day. So if you are executing every new Docker container every day at 10 a.m., so automatically you will be having one container per day. Then it will be one log stream, guys. Log stream. Suppose if you are execution, as I said, every source means the logs which you are getting from a single source, right? Here the container is the source for us, so it is executing. So for that logs will be in the log stream for that day, per day. Next time if you are executing a new container, the next day automatically it will be having a new log stream. The third day another new log stream, the fourth day another log stream, because you have mentioned the Lambda to execute your Docker container every 10 a.m. every 10 a.m. every 10 a.m. So automatically there will be a new log stream every day. This is about Lambda. I just want to mention you, this is a service is present in AWS. If you want, you can read about Lambda versus Fargate and understand the differences. But this is a service present in AWS, which
So
runs for, yes,
Lambda after 15 minutes, it will automatically terminate, Ashok.
automatically delete the container. It will not run for the whole day. Fargate you will be running for 24/7, but Lambda runs for only 15 minutes because this is free service. You can understand the difference between Lambda versus Fargate by doing a Google search, because it's just a difference you need to understand. But this is also a serverless. You can upload your code and it will run it. It just runs it. Whatever you upload, it will just run it. You don't have to have any headache. It will take care of it. But it will run for only 15 minutes. How exactly, what exactly, you figure it out. Because this is a very good topic, but not that much important. But if you are some person who just wants to launch a simple application just and he wants to close it, he can use this Lambda. This is one of the good thing about Lambda. So understand the difference between Lambda versus Fargate. Do a search, do a YouTube, and figure it out. Figure it out. This will be a homework for you. Now, guys, let's come back to CloudTrail. Now, guys, what exactly we are doing in the CloudTrail. So once we are just checking it out, what exactly is happening, means what are all the services, what are all the things are being postponed, means what are all the things it has been done, what are all the things it has been failed, what are all the things it has been done in the all the AWS account, we are doing it. But here it just provides the information, right? It just provides the information that this event has happened. This event has happened. But guys, suppose in your AWS account, something is happening, we should get an alert, right? Someone directly is creating EC2 emission. Someone is terminating EC2 emission. After doing it, you are coming back and checking it here, who has done it. But I don't want like that. I want at the time of when they are doing it, it should trigger me an alert. It should trigger me a mail saying that, okay, this guy has created this EC2 instance. This guy has terminated this EC2 instance. This guy has created a load balancer. This guy has changed the security group. So I should get an alert, right?
Yes, Ashok.
Right or wrong?
Yes, right.
So this would be one of a good use case, right? Because in the industry, obviously, if your organization account is there and 10 people are working on that same account, you're having different mails. So someone is creating EC2 machines continuously 5, 10. Obviously I should get some alert saying that, okay, this guy is creating this EC2 machine. Then we could ask why you are creating this, what is the need of it. But once he created and deleted, and after that you come back to the AWS account and see that, okay, someone has created this account, and after that he has deleted also. So why he has done this? For that, no monitoring tool. I'm saying it again, no monitoring tool. The Prometheus, InRelic, Kibana, Alex, whatever the tools will not give you these things. The best thing is CloudWatch. CloudWatch gives you the alert. CloudWatch gives you the alert. How exactly it gives the alert? When if event is going on, means when event is going on, what event I want to have an event at the time of when something is happening, I want to get an alert. I want to get an alert. How? Just we will create a rule. Okay. What is the rule name? Okay, I say to be deleted. Description. I want for the EC2 machine. Event bus. Okay, default. Rule with an event pattern. Okay, next. Now, what exactly? Which event? AWS event, all events sent to your account, whatever is happening. I want to have this one. So event after this. Now in this event option, now select the EC2 one. Oh, they have changed everything. Okay. See, these are all the things. These are all the things. What about the EC2 fleet, EC2 spot, instance requirement fulfillment, EC2 volume, multiple snap, instance timeout lifecycle action, instance launch successful, whatever the event you needed, whatever the event you needed. Okay, let's take EC2 instance launch successful. Just a minute, guys. Okay, let me go to EC2 in launch successful. Now, if you see, it will be throwing this one. Now, this will is the event pattern. Select an event type, all events. I want EC2 all events, whatever happens, whatever happens, whatever happens, event source, and whatever happens next. So to whom you need to provide the mail? To whom we need to provide the mail? We need an SNS notification. Where is this? Here. Now, do you have any SNS topic? No, we need to create it. Just go to SNS subscription notification service. Oh, deleted. Select protocol. Email. Okay. Meet.kumar984, right?
Yes, Ashok.
And what is Ashwant Sai?
85
Okay.
@gmail.com.
There is no space or dot
No,
anything. Okay. Create the subscription. Puneet.kumar only, right?
Yes, Ashok. Yes.
Puneet.kumar984. Just a minute, guys. Did it an email only. It's not taking. Just a minute. Why this one is not coming it up? Just a minute, guys. This is not taking 2 mails. Last night has taken this. Okay, let's see. Yashwant, could you please accept the subscription?
Yes, Ashok. Done.
That's fine. Now next. Now I'm creating the rule. Now let's create a EC2 machine. Now tell me what exactly happens when I'm creating EC2 machine. Did you got any mail?
Yes, Ashok.
Now share your screen and show us. See guys, what exactly it is showing?
If you wish to stop the receiving notification from
That's
this,
fine. That's fine. On the top, see default type EC2 instance state change notification source AWS EC2 account time region everything. It is giving me the details. What exactly it is. The state is also still pending. It is not in the running state. It is also showing me that now. This is the way. This is the way. Now I am seeing. Now I am seeing that okay. This has been done. Now let me terminate this one. Tell me if you got any other message or not.
yes, Ashok. Oh my God, 4.
See, one is running the state. It is in running state, and the state when I'm shutting it down, I'm getting all the messages, guys. I'm seeing it now. I'm able to figure out who is doing everything. I'll just go and see who exactly is doing it. In this, you will be having the details of the person who is actually doing it. If it is an organizational account, obviously it will be having a mail ID also. This is the way our alerting system works in the CloudWatch. No other monitoring system will be doing this one. Why this works for only AWS EC2, other services, what are load balancing, what all the things it works out. Why? Because of the CloudWatch. Because of the CloudWatch. A very good topic. If you ever talk about the rules, this is the one. It runs.
Include all the services in the EC2, Ashok.
Yes, everything, whatever has been there in the EC2, you will be able to see that. Whatever. See, this is the rule. I have just created a rule and it is working for me. This way, you need to keep a cloud trial, cloud watch where you will be having everything on your side. You will be seeing what exactly is happening on your account, what exactly is working on your account. This is very good interesting topic, very a good interesting topic in the cloud watch. The events, you will get it in the events. You will get it in the events. Have you guys understood whatever we have discussed up to now?
Yes, Ashok.
Cloud trail, logging.
Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Whatever we have done up to now, do you guys have any questions? Understand the differences. For the logs, we'll go in the CloudWatch and the logs inside the logs log groups, and for the events in the events rules, and the other things cloud trial where what exactly is happening, everything. What's in cloud trial, you will just able to see the information, but here we are triggering the event directly. What is happening in our AWS account, we are directly triggering the event with the rules. Any questions guys up to now whatever we have discussed? This is all about AWS monitoring and logging, all whatever from the past 4 days, whatever we have discussed. This is all about AWS monitoring and logging. Any questions you have, please let me know. Okay, I have one more question. See, in the log streams, there are two streams. There are two logs. Why?
Log stream.
In the log stream, there are 2 events. Why?
Because we for every instance we created, it got created, new log stream got created.
Your voice is low, Punit. Could you please speak a little bit louder?
Like for every event we started, a new log stream got created. Ashok?
Yeah, please go on again. For every
Event we did and from the past, like it got created two logs, a separate log stream created. For every event, one separate log streams getting created.
yeah means
So
for
there are
every execution, not for event. For every execution. Here I have executed. I have executed the Docker container 2 times. I have executed the source 2 times. So that was the reason I am having 2 log streams. I'm having 2 log streams. Like the same thing has happened on 11th. See, here I have also executed 2 times. So that's the reason I'm having 2 different log streams. You can have as many as long streams if you are executing multiple times. If you are executing only for a day, it will be only once. See, I execute only on 17, 16, 15, 14. These are all only per day I'm executing. But when it comes to 18, I have executed twice. So that's the reason it is on 19th. It is showing. After that, I have stopped it. I have not executed anything. Again, I did on 2nd December. So this is the way you need to find out about the log streams. Every execution will be giving you a new log stream. Have you guys understood the difference?
Yes, Ashok.
Do you guys have any questions?
Ashok, in the firms, I mean, in the companies, there will be a separate team for monitoring only, Ashok.
See, it depends. Not everyone have that kind of luxury. So if you are in MNC, there may be a separate team for it. But if you are in a startups or maybe a very small companies, the DevOps guy has to do everything. Monitoring, logging, creating the infrastructure, keeping the application up, keeping the security very tight, the protocols, everything will be on the DevOps guy. If you are having a very big team and a very big company you are in, obviously there will be different people. Someone will be accessing, someone will be just only for the monitoring, someone will be just creating new instances. It depends. It depends on which company you are joining. So I will not be able to comment on that because every company has its own way of working. But as a DevOps engineer, you should know what exactly is monitoring, what exactly is logging, how to create the infrastructure, how to uh, deploy the containers using ECS or maybe Docker Swarm. And after this, we will be using Kubernetes, how to deploy the clusters using Kubernetes and creating the infrastructure using the Terraform. Means with the scripting language, we directly use the Terraform, how to create the infrastructure without logging into AWS and creating the pipelines using the Jenkins for the production architecture. These are all the things you will learn as a DevOps. Now, next will be Jenkins only after this. So once Jenkins comes, then I think it may take another 2 more weeks. We will good to go for the Kubernetes and Terraform. That's it. Your course is done. But you have to learn. You have to practice. You have to do everything. Understand the differences, guys. Any questions? Any questions you have? You have to give your 100%.
Ashok, like DevOps thing is more of a practice only, right, Ashok? The
Yes.
more we practice and we come to know the tools we have hands on.
Yes. You have to practice every day. You have to. You can't take a break until unless you are an expert in it. You can't take a break because you need to understand how the things work out, how exactly the things are, what are all the things. Now, if I tell me, What is the command to run the Docker?
Command to run the Docker. Docker run minus IT p and the image ID.
ITD.
And if we run in daemon process, it is ITD, or
D.
else it is minus IT minus p, then the image ID.
Okay, minus p directly image ID. Ishwant, is it correct?
Docker run minus ITD.
Is it correct or wrong?
Correct, Ashok.
Okay, Docker run minus ITD minus p image ID.
Yes, sir. Yes, Ashok.
Sure.
Minus p is for port mapping, Ashok. But
Port mapping.
minus IT.
P1 is to
then image
P2,
ID.
another P1 is to P2. Then the container ID, like image ID.
Image
Yes.
ID. Docker run minus IT and the image ID. Minus p is for port mapping.
In which port we need to run.
Guys, if you are saying minus p, you need to mention the port P1, P2 also. That's mandatory. You are saying Docker run minus ITD minus p image ID. That will not work. That will never work. So you need to understand the things means why. So why we run in daemon mode? Why not in normal?
In normal mode, the entire full screen will be running on that mode. In the daemon means it will go to the further line and it will execute. We can perform the task as well.
Go to the backend mode. It go to the backend. We will not be looking into it. Good that you are actually working on it. I'm happy. So if I want to commit a container ID, what is the command?
Commit the container ID.
Yep.
Container Docker command.
If I want to inspect a container, what is exactly the thing? I think I have.
Normal Docker will inspect normally, Ashok.
How?
Like using Docker, normally Docker inspect and
See, if something is not running in the container, how I will check it out? How will I will inspect?
yes. We'll go into that folder and we will be looking into it. Let me tell you.
How you are going to go into that folder? There is a container running it, right? I want to inspect that container. I want to see what exactly the logs or how exactly it is looking up. So what is the command?
Same Docker run minus ATD and we would be giving.
That's container running the container. I am asking. I want to inspect what is exactly happening in the container. What is the command? If you remember it correctly, if you have gone through exactly the Docker concepts, you would be able to answer this question.
Docker run minus IT.
No, Docker inspect. Inspect, there will be a command like Docker inspect.
If I want to check out the logs of a particular container, how exactly I do it?
Particular logs, Ashok.
Yes, particular logs. I asked you two questions. You tell me now. I have kept the commands in front of you.
To inspect an image, it's just Docker inspect, Ashok.
Yes. Guys, Docker inspect -f container ID. logs, Docker logs, options container. In the options, you can use -f anything, the container ID. Learn, practice more, do it. Understand the differences. You need to practice a lot. You should be, if they wake you up in the night also, you should be able to tell the commands. That much should be your learning. Don't by heart it, but understand what exactly I'm asking. I'm asking to inspect. I'm asking, I need a particular logs of a container. Okay, guys, do you have any more questions?
Nothing else now, Ashok.